Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. Let's do a Lazarus run. This dog, every time, it's reached a level of it's comical at this point. Every single time I start recording an Isaac video, this dog comes up and she's like, yo, then she leaves me alone for the whole video. But every time at the very beginning of the video. Anyway, let's do a Lazarus run. We'll go chest path. See what the pill is. Range up right off the bat. Not too bad. Check the cursed room. We know the drill with Lazarus. Pretty simple character. Basic, doesn't really excel in any stat. But not bad in any one stat. But when you die, you come back as Awakened Lazarus with upgraded stats. Betrayal is very much not the first item I want to see on a run. It's not great. So we want to find a way to die, essentially. And preferably, it will be in a manner that helps us. Whether that be a self-sacrifice room, or a demon judgment, or a blood bank, something along those lines, something that gives us a benefit. Something where we can essentially trade our HP and leverage it into some sort of advantage. I'm going to leave the rainbow poop for the moment, because it will restore me to full red hearts. So if we go farther into the floor and there's like a sacrifice room, for example, we can make use of that to get more sacrifice room plays. So I'm going to leave that one alone just for the time being. But yeah, Betrayal was definitely not the first item I wanted to see. Okay, there we go. That takes care of you. Finish you off. There we go. Good, good, good. Secret room's probably to my left, but hard to say for sure. I do have enough keys that I'm going to open these. Stars card. I will trade one bomb. Actually, I have enough bombs that I will do both of these. And I'd say it ended up working out. I really wish... Okay, you know what? With 3 bombs, you check. Because sometimes you find demon judgments in your second secret room, and that would have been well worth it for us. Unfortunately, that was not the case here, so... Okay, well, we tried. Let's fight the boss. Little Horn, piece of cake. Pretty easy boss. No, nothing to really worry about here at all. Half the time, Little Horn just does all the work for you and blows himself up or runs into fires. And you don't even have to do anything. Like, half the time, he just kills himself. So, not a super difficult boss, and his attacks are pretty easy to avoid. Sometimes he'll catch you with a stray, something or other, but that's pretty rare. You just want to make sure that you take out the homing shot fairly quickly. Because it's easy to dodge one of them, but if you let like 5 of them on the screen at once, good luck dodging that forever. There's just too many things. There we go. Piece of cake. Mom's lipstick. Awful. That was a terrible item. Alright, down to the next floor we go. We could have killed ourselves on that floor, but probably not worth it. What do we got in here? I will do one of those. Okay, we got a range upgrade. We got a health downgrade. And we got a stars card, which I'm going to use. The stars card we already had, obviously. Take the Ankh. If we die, we respawn as Blue Baby. That's not particularly good. But we do have unlocks we need to do on Blue Baby as well, so... I suppose it could be worse. This is not great. Like, this is just a lot of things to dodge. And we really want to make sure we get a deal on this floor, if at all possible. What do we got here? 2 of diamonds. Okay, that could potentially be useful for us. I've got 1 bomb. I think for now I hold off on bombing anything. We got a sacrifice room there. Okay. That's potentially good. You found my secret room for me, which is lovely. We got a red heart there. I'm going to put a bomb here and blow both these up at once. We got another red heart. I'm thinking maybe we can find a way to make use of that sacrifice room. That's kind of what I'm hoping. And it's not... Oh, I got hit. Dang it. So there goes our deal. Power pill. Okay, power pill, whatever. Yeah, now we're down to a 30% chance of a deal, which is not great. So be it. The problem is all three of the items we have right now I would consider to be lower tier. Like, all three of them are just not that good. So we are essentially still on, you know, we haven't gotten anything so far that's actually been helpful. And we're going to quickly reach a point in the game where that's not going to cut it. And we're going to start struggling pretty hardcore. The first floor, the first, like, 2 to 3 floors, you're usually okay, but... like, before too long, you need to get something. And at the moment, this ain't it. Still want to try and keep our deal chance somewhat alive. We got a 30% chance. Maybe we'll get lucky. We did not. Squeezy, though, is a great item. I am not going to pick up the hearts yet, though. We're going to go kill ourselves. And then I'll pick up the hearts from Squeezy. Because we want to get the damage and all that good stuff from being awakened Lazarus. Careful. I mean, there is also an argument to be made that you're better off playing Lazarus in a more sort of defensive manner. Ooh, Nose Goblin's pretty good, actually. Yeah, so here's what we do. First of all, go to the sacrifice room. Do one of these once. Okay, now we're down to a single heart. So then we can go up to the boss trap room up here. And we could get Mom's Heals. Shh, fine. It's a terrible item, but at least we won't run into it later. That's basically the whole reason I'm taking it. Not because it's good, but because it means we won't be able to get Mom's Heals later on. So, yeah. I mean, more red 1.5 range. That's just not that much range. Like, there are items that give you 5, 6, 7 range. You know? That was annoying. Okay. I mean, thankfully, we've already killed the boss. So, you know, our deal, we already knew it wasn't happening. If we take a little bit of damage in here, it's not the end of the world. But we definitely need to kill Ragman, who is, in my opinion, one of the more annoying bosses in the game. At least in the early game. There we go. Blister increases knockback. Nah, I'm good. I'll pass on that one. We're going to shoot the poops, just looking for pretty much anything we can get. We do have a 2 of diamonds, so we should check the shop. Because if there's something in here we really want, which there is not, we could have used the 2 of diamonds there to do some stuff. So, alright. Now, grab a heart. Go to the sacrifice room. Do one of these. Go grab the heart. Pop into here. Do one of these. Okay, 50% chance for a random chest. There are no more red hearts on the floor at this point. So we do this, it kills us. So now we can't play anymore. But we've got our damage, we've got our stats upgrades, we've got all that kind of good stuff. We're down to the next floor. And we're doing okay. The run is alright at this point. It's still not what I would consider to be amazing, but it's okay. And we should be able to get a deal on this floor because, I mean, we're not on red heart only. So we can afford to take a little bit of damage without completely ruining everything. That was close. There we go. Take the consumables. We're going to skip the cursed room for the time being. I value my HP a little bit more. I will, however, spend a bomb to get more bombs. And also, yeah, let's check here for a secret room, actually. Sweet. So we can get into the cursed room. Essentially for the cost of one bomb, which I think is probably worth it. Let's see what we got. Okay, troll bombs. Meh. All right, moving on. There we go. Check this. Couple of golden chests. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we'll do this. Let's do it. Was that worth it? I mean, we did get our keys back, as well as a little bit of money and a half spirit heart. So yeah, I'd say it was worth it. Pretty close, but I'd say it was worth it. I mean, we'll see. I suppose it depends on what the other wave of enemies is after this, but I'm not overly worried. Nose Goblin's doing a great thing for us as well. It's giving us those booger tears that stick to enemies and just keep dealing damage to them. That's a super powerful tier effect because it allows you to really stack up a ton of damage. Okay, there we go. Ended up working out for us. Let's go this way. Okay. Managed to get hit a little bit there. Thankfully, we had that extra half spirit heart, so we're still fine. We got just a bomb. All right, there is our item room and our shop, both of which we want to check. Because we got money to buy something in a shop, and obviously you want to check the item room, because everyone likes getting items. It's kind of the whole thing with the game. D12. Rerolls, rocks, and stuff. I mean, sure. It's pretty bad, but... Trinket Smelter, on the other hand, is far more interesting. So, we're going to use that. I will go use the D12 on one room, if I find a room that has a decent amount of, like, rocks and stuff in it. Which is basically none of these rooms, so I guess we'll just use it here. Okay. The only real advantage of that is that it has a chance to reroll rocks into tinted rocks. That's about it. But we will use Trinket Smelter and turn our trinket into a permanent effect, which is lovely for us. And now we will always have the Nose Goblin effect. See, this would have been a great room right here for the D12 or whatever it is. Because these are considered rocks. But it's fine. So now we're basically on the hunt for trinkets. You know, the more we can stack up a ton of trinkets and essentially get a ton of additional effects. And if we can find good trinkets, we'll be a very, very happy camper. But there's a few different trinkets we're going to need. There's a few different ones that would be good for us. Blessed Penny, Cracked Crown. Actually, I don't think we've unlocked Cracked Crown yet. Oh, shouldn't have gotten hit there. That was bad. Our HP right now is not looking so good. We should be able to clear this room just by blowing these up. Yep. There we go. And we're going to have a couple of little things like that to deal with, but nothing too major. Get out of the way. Okay, you're dead. And now we start dealing with this one. Okay, let's go fight the boss. This is definitely not the boss I wanted to see. This is a very annoying boss to deal with. He's very quick. Yep. Okay. We get hit again, we lose our deal. So we want to endeavor to not get hit again. Well, we got, as he says, as he immediately gets hit again. Seriously, this boss is just rough. Alright, we'll take Latchkey. Gives us a spirit heart back. And a couple of keys, but... Man, the quality of items, I gotta say, is pretty bad. Like, we have gotten Squeezy. That is the only item that we have received thus far that I would consider to be at all good. You know, honestly, this is like the third Isaac episode I've recorded today. And I've had just kind of bad luck in general as far as my Isaac runs go. Just as far as like the items that I've been finding. I've had a couple of runs now where like just trash for items. Of course, I also before this I recorded yesterday's episode, which was the greed mode run where I got like almond milk and all that kind of good stuff, and that run was very powerful. So I can't complain too much. You know, it's a mixed bag. Sometimes, you know, and that's part of the fun of Isaac is. Like, if every run is powerful, then no run is powerful, you know? You gotta have some bad runs to, like, make the good runs feel meaningful. Now, I don't particularly enjoy bad runs while they're happening. While they're happening, I'm like, why? Why you do this game? Why? But, like, you know, looking back, you gotta have those bad runs. Because if you don't have those bad runs, the good runs are, you know, if every run is good, then no run is good, you know? HP up, range down. Honestly, it was a great experimental pill. I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm just going to pop the 2 of diamonds and take the chariot card with me. I mean, realistically, that wasn't a good time to pop the 2 of diamonds. But, like, whatever. I probably should have waited until it would put me up over 15 cents, but I don't really care that much. It's fine. Okay. We can't get the Bumbo over there, and even if we could, I probably wouldn't take it. It's just not a good item. There we go. We gotta be pretty cautious here. Gotta hide behind the mushroom a little bit. Alright, game. I'm gonna need you to give me damage on this floor. Like, it's highly important. Okay, there's an item room. I'm gonna need you to give me DPS, game. If you don't, we're no longer friends. Don't get hit by that. That dude's just chilling up there. One more dude. There we go. All right. Game that is not damage. That's an item that farts. It's a meme item. Game. It's not what I was looking for. You're kind of shaking my confidence in you right now. We're on the 4th floor, and I have not seen a damage item. I mean, the good news is, unless we take too much damage in this room and the next room, we'll have a deal. And thankfully, there's a lot of damage items in your deals, which is why deals are so good. Okay. Stained. Stained I can live with. That's a pretty manageable boss. As long as you can keep an eye on where he is. He's not super hard to deal with. This is the only annoying attack he has, really, and it's not that hard to dodge. You just kind of go back and forth and just sort of juke the shots. There we go. Piece of cake. And you give me Tropicamite. I mean, my range is amazing. Everything else, not so much. What you got? Gimpy. Gimpy is great. But honestly, I'm going deals with the angel, it looks like. Because, like, Gimpy's great, but it's not that great. It's not good enough to put myself down to 1 heart when I could get deals with the Angel. And, like, Guppy's Tail, again, potentially great, but does not give you an immediate benefit. What I need is immediate benefit, because this run is bad. We're on the 5th floor, and we have received one single rate of fire increase, and that is it. No good tier effects. I mean, we got Nose Goblin, which is helping out a lot, but that's a trinket, not an item. You know, I mean, I guess it's kind of an item now because I've got Trinket Smelter, but, like, you know what I mean. And we're at, you know, basically the only damage increase we've received is from killing ourselves and being Awakened Lazarus, which is not good at all. Like, we're basically at, like, Kane's starting damage, I believe. So, you know, this is not exactly ideal. I need you to die, but it's hard to make you die when my damage is this bad. Like, what are we at for time? We're at nearly 20 minutes, because we can't kill enemies fast enough. Just doing a little rotate, it looks like. Just, like, ring around the rosy. Okay. More enemies that we can't really hurt. I mean, all things considered, like, Nose Goblin, the trinket, is the MVP of this run right now. It's the only thing that's allowing us to kill enemies at all quickly. And it's not killing enemies that quickly. Like, how many range upgrades have we got? 4? That we don't need that much range. Like, it's ridiculous. Sure, we'll clear the whole floor, I guess. Not intentionally, I assure you, but yep. Okay. That was not good. That was my own fault. I kind of let myself get backed into a corner there where I didn't have anywhere to dodge to. But now we don't get a deal on this floor. Guaranteed. We probably wouldn't have gotten one anyway. We're probably going to die right here. Yep. Oh, now we're Blue Baby. Okay, so now our damage is actually worse. And we can only have Spirit Hearts. So that's awesome. The good news is we cannot ruin our deal chances anymore. Because we can't take red heart damage because we can't get red hearts. Wow. Let's stop taking stupid damage, self. You know, that's one thing that I feel happens a lot with me playing Isaac is, like, I'll play really, really well, and then I'll just lose focus or something for a brief moment, and I'll get hit like 12 times in the span of like 30 seconds. That's how it always feels. Okay. Pretty easy room, thankfully. Oh, the magnetism doesn't go away. I see. We still haven't found our item room or our shop. Oh, and we have Curse of the Blind, so we have there's no point in going into the shop. Because I don't want to buy something if I can't even tell what it is. And obviously we don't want to play the Blood Bank, because we only have Spirit Hearts. Yeah, this is another cursed run, for sure. These things happen. You know what? Just give me a Chariot card. We've been holding on to that for a little while. Let's just use it. I mean, I suppose we could have used the Chariot card in the Blood Bank. Like, that would have been an option. But again, like, we don't really care right now about getting into the shop, because we can't see what's in there anyway, so I don't like gambling 15 cents. I'll absolutely take an item if I can't see what it is, if I don't have to pay for it. You know, like if I walk into our item room, for example, and they're like, yeah, you have no idea what this item is. Do you take it or not take it? Because, like, there are very few items in the game. There are definitely some of them, but there are very few items in the game that will straight up make your run worse by picking them up. There are a number of items in the game that will do nothing beneficial for your run, and that just like basically don't matter because they don't do anything useful. But they don't usually hurt your run. There's very few items that like straight up make your run worse than it was before you picked up the item. You know, they're like your strange attractors and your tiny planets and stuff like that. Formerly soy milk. Okay, I need you to die, dude. There we go. Those items exist, but they're not super common. Shoot the whoop. I mean, I almost feel like I have to. And so, you know what, since I have Golden Key, I think I feel like I have to do shoot the whoop just for damage output. But again, not an item that really helps us that much. Very low chance for spacebar items. Yes. No more spacebar items, please. Please, game. I need actual items that help me. Not items that do nothing. And not items that, like... Alright. Fight the boss. It's war. So we're gonna get a cube of meat. Which is, again, not an item that really helps me that much. Because orbitals are not nearly as good as they used to be. Also, it's champion war, so we might also just die. Yep. Alright. Well, that was a cursed run. Guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.